I've known Jim Prentice for many years. Well, I guess I should put the button on now, shouldn't I? I've known Jim Prentice for many years, and he will be an excellent premier and leader of our province. We met back in 1975, and our political paths and our friendship has strengthened ever since. At age 14 in 1971, I went out, met candidates in the election that year, chose my candidate and decided to get involved. In my view, the best candidate was running for the PC party under the leadership of Peter Lougheed. From that point on, my passion for public service and for the people of Alberta has never waned. And I'm humbled and honored to have had the opportunity to be so involved in the future of our province. To have the opportunity to serve as Premier is the ultimate for a person like myself who's lived and breathed politics for over 40 years. I've been PC Youth President, PC Party President. I was there when we invented the leadership process. I chaired the first leadership process. I ran in the leadership process. I've been MLA for Edmonton Whitemud, Minister of about 8 portfolios, and now Premier. The people of Edmonton Whitemud have honored me with strong mandates in 5 straight elections, and I have been so honored to be able to serve them since 1997. But timing is everything in politics, and there's something to be said for going out on top. As Lauren Taylor told me one, leaving the stage while people are still clapping. Don't know if they're still clapping, but I'm leaving the stage. I'm humbled and honored to do this, and as much as my heart and my passion want to do it forever, I can't. Passion urges me to continue, but family, logic, and politics tells me that this is the right time to move on. So today, I'm announcing that I will be resigning as MLA for the amazingly wonderful constituency of Edmonton Whitemud. Words cannot express the gratitude that I have for this province, its people, and the optimism I have for our future. But I do want to take an opportunity to say thank you. I want to say thank you to my constituents in Edmonton Whitemud who've put their faith in me over the years, and who've worked with me, who've educated me, who've kept me up on what's important. My Progressive Conservative board in Edmonton Whitemud, I have the largest board in the province I have ever since I got started, with over 150 people on my board every year. And they keep me informed, they keep me in touch, and they've kept me elected. Thousands of volunteers that have helped in my campaigns over the years. I want a special thank you to my caucus colleagues. I've served with many caucus colleagues over the years, and I can tell you that they are great people. They're people that are elected from all parts of the province, who want to give service, who come for the right reasons, and to do the right things. And I would say the same thing about my opposition colleagues in the House. I've had the privilege of being House Leader for 16 of the last 17 years. I've worked with some really great people from all parties and from all caucuses who want to do the best thing for Alberta. And I would hope that as we go forward, we can continue to honor and respect service and the people who provide service, because it's not an easy job. And I want to say thank you to my staff. You can't do this job without really good people. I've made a point of hiring people who are smarter than me and listening to them, and it's served me well. I have had dedicated, excellent staff over the years. We have accomplished a lot of things, but it's hard work. They work long hours. They really come to the table to put in an effort, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate that effort. I get to stand in front of the cameras, but they get to do the work that really results in success. And finally, I want to thank the most important people in my life, my family. Very few people understand the toll that politics takes. Come on, Kat. It's a consuming job. And finding that balance between family in the province is probably the most challenging task. Some of you will know that Jen and I met at a PC youth event ever so many years ago, and it's been an amazing journey for both of us. Couldn't have done it. I have 3 amazing children who are now amazing adults with their own families and partners. I have 4 grandchildren. Nothing in my life has given me more joy and pride than my children, and nothing has given me more motivation. At the end of the day, those of us in the political life and leadership in this province have to keep in mind that it's about the children and the grandchildren. It's about the future of the province. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for the work that we've done together over the years in making sure that the public was well informed and part of important public policy discussions, important discussions about the future of the province.
Premier, what are you proudest of? What are you proudest of, and what are you going to miss the most?
Oh, there's so many things that I'm proud of, but I'm proud of quite frankly, the team of people who come together to work on behalf of Albertans every day. We may not agree on everything, but we bring the right kind of passion and purpose. I'm proud of some of the work, particularly that we've accomplished, whether it's a social policy framework or inspiring education or learning Alberta, or the Aboriginal policy framework, or the 20-year strategic plan, all really good policy pieces which have helped set direction so that decisions can be made on a consistent and valuable basis for Albertans.
What do you miss the most?
Well, I miss most people. At the end of the day, politics is all about engagement with people and discussion of our future, and there's nothing more exciting than doing that.
When did you make next? Are there any truth to the rumors that you'll go to be president of U of A or so?
I have no idea. I haven't been without a job in 45 years. This is a new experience for me. I don't know if I even know how to do a resume. So I'll spend a little bit of time figuring out what I want to do when I grow up, and then I'll move forward.
Can you give us a sense of what's on the table?
Sorry?
Can you give us a sense of what's on the table, what you'd like to do?
There are so many opportunities in this province, whether it's in business or in law, in education, and I've had a wide variety of passions, so I have to narrow that down and see. I've got the opportunity now for a second career, a third career, I guess. So I have to do it carefully because it's probably my last one.
Do you expect to stay?
More time with us. Premier, at what point did you decide that this was it? You know, it's time to move on.
Well, it was this week. I had an opportunity to have a discussion with the new Premier on Monday and with my family this week. I have to say that I knew sort of over the past 6 months that there was a sort of a decision to be made at some point, but I was focused on doing the job. So I never really sat down to think about whether I should stay on, what I would do. But the reality is you can't have 2 premiers. The new leader has got to be able to take the leadership role, and that means I've got to step out. And so while I'm still passionate about it, logic says this is the time.
Would there have been a place for you at the cabinet table had you decided to stay on?
I have no idea. I didn't ask that. I wasn't told that. It wasn't the subject of discussion. What we talked about was transition, where the government needs to go, what we need to do to move forward, and that's what it was about.
What role, if any, did the fact that Mr. Jones wants to refresh the party, putting faces in place, what role did that play in your decision?
Well, that was an important part of the decision. You can't refresh and renew unless some of the people who've been there for a while step out. And I'm the longest-serving cabinet minister in the province, and I've been in lots of portfolios, so I'm hardly a new face, although I'm still an agent of change. But you know, to the public and refreshing and renewing, there's got to be an opportunity to bring new people in and move forward.
On that thread, so Hughes announced yesterday he won't run in the next election and that he doesn't want to be a part of the next cabinet. So for one, did his decision have anything to do with yours? It sounds like this is more about your family. No. And then two, do you think that more people should be following suit with you and Hughes, you know, stepping aside, letting fresh blood come into provincial policy?
No, everybody has to make their own decision about where they are on their journey and what contribution they've made. For me, it's an intensely personal thing. And while I say it's not about me, it is about where I am in the process. I'm in the Premier's office right now. I think we've done a good job over the last 6 months, and I think my colleagues think of me as Premier. There can't be two Premiers. You've got to step out. So that's a personal, from where I am position, and everybody has to make their own.
It has to be a personal position for each person then.
Yes.
What happens next in your riding? I mean, there's a lot of speculation about Mr. Prentice running in your riding. There has been in the past. What happens next in your riding?
Well, the riding PC executive, I notified them last night. They'll have to call a nomination meeting, and the candidates will step forward. I doubt that it'll be Mr. Prentice. He said that he's going to run in Calgary, but we'll see how that unfolds over the next little while.
Will it be Mr. Mandel?
I wouldn't want to speculate on what anybody else is doing. I have to say that for once in my life, this week I've been focused on what I'm doing.
Will you still campaign? Are you done as generally as of today, or?
No, I haven't handed in my resignation letter yet. I'll do that in the next little while. I actually have to sit down and figure out what this actually means. I'll have to go and talk to the LAO staff and figure it all out.
But your plan is to be out by within days?
Well, I would hope that they would be able to call a by-election in Whitemud at the same time they have other by-elections, so that people of Edmonton Whitemud can continue to be served well by an MLA.
And one more, folks. What, if any, role will you have in provincial politics or with the PC party going forward?
I don't know. I'd like to think somebody would call me for advice from time to time. But you know, I have served in every position, and sometimes it's best to let other people bring their ideas to the table. I'll be there, as I said, to support in any way I can, to participate where appropriate. You know, when you change portfolios, and I have a lot of experience changing portfolios, one of the things you have to be certain not to do is to go back and tinker with the new minister and tinker with what they're doing. I got to do the same thing as Premier, and unfortunately that means not tinkering at any of it.
We still go door knocking in the riding and help the next candidate?
Oh, I'll help the next candidate in Whitemud in any way that's appropriate, absolutely. I think it's very, very important that we get a progressive Conservative member in Edmonton Whitemud to support a progressive Conservative
How
government.
safe is that seat, do you think?
Sorry?
That seat was very good for you. How safe do you think it'll be for the next guy?
Well, I don't believe in safe seats. I believe in working really hard to get the trust of your electorate, and I've done that every time I've run, and I don't think anyone can assume the support of people. You have to go and ask for it.
Are you going to take a vacation?
I have no idea, actually.
Your wife is amazing. More time with the grandkids for sure.
And I do have boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff that accumulated over 18 years, so I have to look through some of the segments. So thank you very, very much. It's been a real pleasure. I appreciate